and why you can get paid and make some decent money building sales funnels for yourself, for other clients. And we've been on a great journey, Brian and I, the past 2-3 months using and building automated sales funnels for ourselves to sell our own products, as well as building automated sales funnels for other clients. And it's working out fantastic. And we're going to show you guys a lot of the results of the things we've been doing for the past 2 or 3 months or so. As we get into the webinar, a couple of disclaimers I want to give you guys is that the results you're going to see on today's webinar, they're pretty extraordinary, and I would say they're not typical. So because of that, the results you're going to see demonstrated today they're not typical, but they're possible because it did actually happen. And so when you use a reliable traffic source and you have funnels that convert, then you can see some amazing results when you put the plan to action that we're going to teach you guys here today. This is going to be a 100% content-rich webinar. You guys are going to learn a lot of stuff. This is going to be like a free training call for everybody, lots of case studies, lots of examples. We want to make sure that everyone who's watching today really gets their brain wrapped around the concepts we're going through. The average person we know who goes and shows up for any training will get 0 results. And why is that? Because average people don't do anything. Average people just sit around and get content, and they try to get it for free, but they never implement anything. And average people, therefore, with no implementation, they make no money. So I know that everybody on this call is not average, right? Right? Who's average on this call? Anyone average on this call? How many of you guys are above average? How many of you guys want to be above average? Just say me in the chat. If you want to be above average and see results, start making more money than you've ever made before in your life in just a few days worth of work. Anyone want to have that happen to them? Say me. Anyone want to make a $10,000 month? Say me. Anyone want to have a $20,000 month? Say me. Anyone want a $50,000 month? Are you kidding me? Can you actually make $50,000 a month online? Is it even possible? Brian, is it possible?
Absolutely.
It is totally possible, but not typical. But we'll show you guys how to be above average. So I'm happy to show you guys what's working with us today for free. So thank you for your time. Your investment in the next hour and a half of your time today is really going to be worth your while. So here's what we're going to cover today, just a little bit about our backstory so you get to know who Brian and I are in case you don't know me yet, or if you don't know Brian yet. We're going to talk about getting paid, building sales funnels. We're going to talk about the high-tech, high-touch automation that we put into our sales funnels. And we're going to talk about Facebook a lot today, too. You're going to get a lot of stuff today, man. So just really get your notepads ready, get your pens out. You're going to get a lot of stuff. We're just going to jump really right into it today and show you how Facebook works and how metrics tracking works. And I think you're going to get a lot of value from that. So this is stuff that no one's actually teaching. The stuff you're going to learn today, Brian and I are the only ones that I know of in the history of the internet that are actually doing this type of a system. I don't know of anyone else who's doing it. And the reason I know that Brian and I are the only people that are doing it is because Brian and I invented it. Yeah, this is one of those cool things like where every once in a blue moon, you actually get an idea and you kind of like, let's see if we can figure out how to do it. And then we do it. And then like, wow, like we figured it out on our own. We couldn't go find some course, or there wasn't some document, or there wasn't some issue out there that, someone did before us that we could glean from. We just sat on a bed in a hotel room, we mapped it out, and then we tried and failed a million times, and then we figured out what we did wrong, and we did it, and it worked. So my backstory, I'm Jeff Mills. I'm in Cottage Grove, Minnesota. Been marketing online since successfully 2003. Long time. I'm a dinosaur on the internet. I've been doing this forever. I've made over $25 million in co-created sales for myself, other people online. I've made a lot of people very wealthy with the knowledge and information I have. I love working with people. I love working with customers. I love working with businesses to help them grow their businesses. More importantly, I help people just get more leads, more traffic, more sales. And so if you're on this webinar today because you want more leads and more traffic and more sales, you're in the right place because I can definitely help you. Brian, tell them a little bit about yourself.
Absolutely. I caught the entrepreneurial bug early on, about in the second grade. I became the highest paid candy dealer at my school. And I was always fascinated, even back then, that the same kids would walk by the same store every morning on the way to school that I bought my candy supply from. And so that was that's when it got in my blood. And ever since then, I've been very passionate about sales and marketing, very passionate about helping other people, helping businesses. And really when things turned around for me online is when I met Jeff. Jeff has become my mentor, a very, very dear friend. And my life has never been the same since I started working with Jeff.
Well, what did you do because you started working with Jeff?
Well,
what happened to you personally? Like, what did you learn? What did you take advantage of? Were you one of the people who were just average, or were you the people that said, I'm going to be above average and I'm actually going to take action? What did you do with your life?
Well, the way it basically started out, I was going through a very deep and personal struggle. Had some issues with my teeth, a lot of infection, made me very, very sick. Ended up having a mild heart attack at 36 years old because of hypertension, because of the infection. And of course, aesthetically, my crown started falling off in the front. Long story short, I had met Jeff, and Jeff took me under his wing, started teaching me about Facebook advertising. When I first started doing it, selling T-shirts on the Facebook newsfeed, and that really helped me understand the whole concept of message market match. In other words, if you can say the right thing to the right person at the right time, you win. That's good marketing. And that was really my first experience with it. Back to the issue with my teeth, one day I got an email that came from a dentist that I had been following in Las Vegas, which is where I'm at right now. And he was having a contest basically saying that if you could help me generate leads for my practice, get exposure for my practice, you can win this $38,500 smile makeover. But because of the training and the coaching and the mentoring that I'd gotten with Jeff, I knew exactly what to do. And I started running some Facebook ad campaigns on a budget of $5 a day. I let it run for 10 months. So basically I had a total ad spend of about $1,500. When it was all said and done, I generated that dentist over 3,500 patient leads. And as a result of that, I won this contest. And now I've got all the infection out of my mouth and a perfect Hollywood smile. So that was my experience. And yeah, my life's never been the same.
Now let's talk about item number 2 here on this list, which is getting paid building sales funnels. So we've got a slide here that shows you guys that over the last 2 months that Brian and I have been putting this system into practice, first of all, to benefit our own business. If any of you watched our Rainmaker presentation that we did a couple months back, we did a big promotion for our Rainmaker product. And the Sales Cyclone would be like a little brother, like a little tiny brother, baby brother to the Rainmaker. Rainmaker is a big course with lots of stuff in it, okay? And the Sales Cyclone is like the Rainmaker, but it's just a lot of stuff has been taken out just to make it really simple for people, just the bare bones about the system you need to make this work for yourself. But when we were launching that program for ourselves over the last 4 to 6 months ago, we generated close to $800,000 in sales promoting a very high ticket product using the solutions we're going to show you guys today and the technology we're going to show you guys today. Then we brought it to the internet and we started using it for a whole bunch of other products, okay? And we started getting our own customers using this technology. We're generating our own sales using this technology. And just the last 2 months was able to do over $90,000 in sales from Facebook ads, driving people to automated webinars that were playing 24 hours a day, every day. People just come through our funnels, opt in from a Facebook ad, watch a video, which is a webinar recording, and then they would click on a button, fill an application, talk to us, and they would buy, and they would get in our program. And our goal here is we're finishing off the year. I did have a pretty lofty goal of $5 million. I think I was like a little bit crazy when I put that out there. Maybe I had something crazy to drink that day, but I decided to dumb my vision down just a little bit. It's okay to change your numbers, you know. So instead of 5 million, it's 2.5. Okay, is that all right, Brian? If I just kind of still make $2.5 million by the end of this year with this program, is that okay?
Yeah, that's okay. That'll work.
Right. I think it'll be okay. So So what we're going to do now is we're going to explain to you guys the funnel. So if you want to see a snapshot of what exactly we do, here it is, you guys. We're giving it to you right here. Like, we're not holding back. This is the blueprint of how we make money with our online funnel system. Brian's going to walk you through the 5 different steps you see here and kind of explain from a top level what each step is. And then he's going to break them down a little bit and kind of talk around these for a while. So get your notes out, you guys, because this is the meat and potatoes. We're just going to get right into it. Is that cool? Like, you're already 23 minutes into this webinar, so, or actually we got a little bit started a little bit late. So you're about 13 minutes into this webinar. So you guys, pay attention to what Brian's going to share with you. This is the money shot right here, Brian. Go for it.
All right, cool. So it starts off with a Facebook conversion ad, and on the thank you page, the page that they or the video sales letter or the webinar page or whatever you're taking them to, once they hit the ad, we're putting a pixel there. So it starts off with the Facebook conversion ad. You know, when you're scrolling through your news feed and you see the ad on there, maybe it's a video playing, it's an image in the top left-hand corner, it says sponsored. So when they click on that ad for, you know, whatever your offer might be, it's leading them right to a lead capture page. The lead capture page is a very simple page. There's nothing elaborate about it. There's no options on there for people to click here, click there, and, you know, get little bits and pieces of information. It's a very singularly focused page, and the only thing that they can do is either opt in or exit out. That's the only choices that they have. And so once they opt in, this is where really the magic, the back end magic starts to happen. And all this is invisible to the person going through the experience. All they know is they saw a Facebook ad, they liked what they saw, they clicked through, the lead capture page enticed them to opt in to chase information or to chase some type of an incentive. And once they opt in, we use Zapier to push that data, their name, their email address, and their phone number, to various contact points. So Zapier will grab the information and push it into Aweber or GetResponse or MailChimp or whatever autoresponder that you use, right? From there, it pushes that same information into CallLoop, and then it triggers a voice message. Now, that voice message can go out immediately, or you can delay that message to go out 5 minutes later. And it also, Zapier then pushes that data into sales message, which triggers an actual text, not with the short code. I don't know if you guys have ever seen those before, where you get text messages, but you can't reply to them, right? You can like reply and hit stop or something like that, but you can't engage a conversation. Sales message, when that message is triggered, that gives us the ability to actually have a back and forth conversation with our prospects and customers. You can also push it into GoToWebinar once they opt in, so it puts them into a schedule for an upcoming webinar that you have. And you can also push that data into like HubSpot or any other type of schedule follow-ups, that kind of stuff. But all that stuff happens automatically, which is really cool. The only thing that the prospect is experiencing is, again, they see the ad on Facebook, they click through, they opt in, and they land on your video sales letter or your webinar page. And once they land there, now we have email, text, and voice that's going out to them, pushing them back to the video sales letter or back to the webinar. Now, life gets in the way sometimes, right? The kids will start crying. Your spouse might call on the phone. There's an appointment you forgot. You're out the door. So all of the communication after the opt-in is to push them back to that info so they can see what your value proposition is, how you can help them and solve their problems. And then from the video sales letter or the webinar offer, you're sending them directly either to a buy link or to the schedule once / application close. So if you're selling something that's maybe $200, $500, somewhere in that ballpark, you can just send somebody directly to a buy link. If you're really going to go much bigger ticket where you're selling something for several $1,000s, usually people need to have a conversation. So instead of sending them to a buy link, you have them fill out an application or go through Schedule Once to fill out a pre-application, and then schedule a time on your calendar to have a conversation with you. And that's when you go through, build a rapport, make friends with them, answer their questions, and then close the sale. So that's the way that the funnel works. Now, there's a lot of moving parts to all this stuff. And when you first look at it, it might be a little bit confusing, but through the training, we're going to show you how to connect all this stuff. So are you back, Jeff? Hello?
I'm here. I'm here. You did a great job explaining this. But did you tell people that we've done a little bit of a step saver by combining our survey form into Schedule Once?
Yeah, that's what I mean. The application close / schedule once. You're actually okay. The way we had it set up before was people would fill out an application first. Then once they fill out the application, then they would go book a time on your calendar through Schedule Once. But what we did was we took the application, shortened it, and put it inside of Schedule Once. So now those two steps are combined into one step.
So what is the difference between doing a buy link versus when you want to do a Schedule Once application close? Is there a price point justification? Like what would make somebody want to just talk to someone first on a sales call versus just taking them right into a website and right into a purchase?
Price.
Talk about that.
Well, if there's, like I said, if you're selling something $200, $300, $400, $500, somewhere in there, you can just send somebody directly to a buy link. If you're going to sell something for thousands of dollars, then, again, people are probably going to want to talk. They're probably going to want to know there's a real human being on the other end that they have a direct line of communication with, that cares about their situation, and that can help them overcome what it is that you're helping them overcome. But if it's something that's a much lower ticket, you can send them directly to a buy link, or even have a combination. Give them the option.
Right, you can do the option. So what I want you guys to do is I want you guys to experience the Rainmaker. How about that? So you've probably never done this before, but here on a live webinar, we want you to actually experience what the Sales Cyclone feels like. And we want you to try it out. So here's what we want you to do. Get out your cell phone. We want you to go to the link you see here right on your cell phone. So you can also do it actually on your computer. So whether you're watching right now live on a computer or you're on a cell phone, doesn't matter. Either way, just make sure you got a cell phone close by to you. So make sure your cell phone is right next to you. If you don't have it, it's in the other room. Seriously, trust me, you're going to want to do this because this is pretty rad. Go get your cell phone, get it out, and go to the website you see here. Go to watchmywebinar.com/Sales Cyclone. And I want you to go to that website, okay? If you got to go to the other room and get your cell phone, just go run up the stairs, take 60 seconds, go grab your cell phone. It's okay. You've got plenty of time. And when you go to the website that you see here on the screen, you're going to want to opt in with your real information. Don't put fake junk in the box. Trust me, you're not going to get spammed or anything like that. So get your first name, your email address, and your mobile phone number. Put everything in the boxes there that's needed, okay? And I want you to go ahead and opt in. And I'm going to do it myself. So let me see if I can get this link here. Oops. Oh, I got to go to a different page, different screen.
It's cool, guys. We actually did this in a live seminar where we had everybody get out their phones, go to a capture page, opt in, and then a few minutes later, the entire room lit up. It was the coolest thing ever. People were, they were coming out of their seats. Everybody was wowed by it. They started asking questions. It was, you definitely want to experience this.
Okay, so I'm going to put my screen up here, and I'm going to go to the same website. This is a little test. It says test the Sales Cyclone system. Put my info in here. Now, Brian already put my info in here in the test we did earlier, so I'm not sure if it's going to work twice. So it probably won't hit you guys right away. So this has got about a 5 to 7 minute delay. Okay, it's going to land on this video right here. You see, this video will be replaced. So if you see this video right here, and it shows a 42-minute video, that video is a placeholder, because what's going to happen is this is where you're actually going to go to watch the replay of this webinar. You're actually going to go to the same website to watch a replay of this webinar. And then if you wanted to, get with us today, we'll get you set up on this link right here at the bottom. Which, Brian, remind me, I got to link this link up here before we get to the end of this video. But anyway, so in about 5 to 7 minutes or less, you all should be getting messages coming into your phone. And the moment you guys start getting a text message, the moment you get an automated phone call, I want you to message me in the GoToWebinar chat so I know that you're getting the calls are actually working, okay? So we'll come back to this screen here. We'll come back to this page in just a second. And here's where you got to go. Go to watchmywebinar.com. I'll paste it into the chat here for you guys as well.
Alistair, Harry, Robert, they're coming through. Lydia, Cynthia.
I just got my text message. My text message just arrived from Brian. Did anyone get their text message? Usually the text message comes first, and then the phone message is going to come second. Now, I'm going to keep going on and teaching and just keep going through the training for today. But I want you, oh, listen, here it's coming in. My phone's ringing. I'm going to put on speakerphone. Hello?
Hey, it's Jeff Mills and Brian Kiplinger here. You're watching a webinar right now testing out our sales cyclone.
Can you guys hear that okay?
It's pretty cool, right? So you just got a phone call. You should have a text message in your phone as well. If you haven't got that yet, make sure you check your text message any second from now. And then send us a quick message back. Let us know you got the text message. You'll see maybe you'll get a response back from a real live human being. You can use this kind of feature to connect with people once they register for a process on your website, when they register for a webinar, or when they register for anything you want them to check out. You can have that message go instantly, automatically to them, or you can have it time delayed, and maybe a day or two later as a follow-up. Make sure they watch your presentation to see if they have questions. You can have them press button 1, which will then dictate them having the call forwarded to whatever phone number you want, so that they can speak to you or your sales team to have those sales get closed and have them get their questions answered. It's really powerful stuff, and it's really cool because you're actually participating in it right now and seeing how it works. And you're going to want to use systems like this to help you get more sales and close more deals. So we just want you to test it out live here on the webinar. Let me know in the chat box. Just go into the chat box and go to webinar. Say, hey, I just got my call. So let me know when that happens so I can see and acknowledge that here in the webinar that everyone's getting their calls right.
I love it when technology works like it's supposed to. Whew. You don't know how many times we're sweating bullets here before this webinar started, just crossing our fingers, because when you're using a lot of high-tech stuff, high-touch, high-tech stuff, the slightest miscalculation or the slightest you can spell something wrong, you can put the wrong link in there, and then boom, the whole thing comes crumbling down. So it's kind of like when you're programming code in a website, and if you put one little character in the wrong spot, the whole website doesn't work correctly. Oh boy, I can tell you many times Brian and I have been up at late at night trying to figure out, why isn't this working like it's supposed to? And it was just a simple little character that we didn't see correctly. So I'm seeing all the text messages coming in here on GoToWebinar, that people are actually getting the messages. They're getting the text messages. Now, Brian is going to be over in Sales Message. Brian, are you logged into Sales Message?
Yep, I'm in here right now responding to a few folks.
So I want you guys to send Brian a text from your mobile phone. So if you got a text from Brian where he was talking to you, then you want to push back another, like a response back to him. Have a conversation. See, what gets people's attention nowadays, you guys, is not just a short code text message that says, hey, from 62345, go here and do this, and this. What gets people excited nowadays is people are not checking their emails. They're not even checking their voicemails, so they're not even answering their phones. They're just looking at their text messages. And that's where you get the eyeballs checking them out nowadays. It's like 80%. So why not hit people where they're at and then begin a conversation with them through a text message? This is a real text message where if they text you back, you can actually text them back from the computer. It's actually a program on the computer that you do this from. It's called Sales Message. Sales Message is the program that we use that allows you to have this conversation back and forth with people through text messages. And it's meant for us today, the way we're using it is we're just opening the dialogue. We're not trying to sell them on that first text message. We're not trying to get them to go to a link. We're not trying to get them to buy. We're just saying, hello, we're here, and thank you for opting in to check on our system. And we look so forward to sharing how it works, and we'd love to answer your questions. Just text us back if you have any questions. Just leave it really wide open, right? And let people come through the funnel and get introduced to your system. So when you look at what we're doing here, as Brian explained it to you, you're now kind of seeing, instead of taking you to a Facebook page though, to do a Facebook ad, we just took you right to a lead capture page. We kind of bypassed step one, took you to a lead capture page. We had you opt in, and when you opted in, your information went to Aweber. So if you check your email, you're going to see an email that's going to get into your inbox that has information in there. You got sent to Call Loop, which did the voice broadcast. You got sent to Sales Message, which sent the text message to your phone. But you can also do other really great integrations with this. You could automatically register people for GoToWebinar webinars if you do webinars to sell your own products. You could automatically register people to watch an automated webinar, which is what we do. You could send people to the HubSpot, which is a CRM where you can track all your leads and make conversations with notes on who you spoke with and things like that. Another thing that you can do, I'll just kind of give you guys another tip on this, is you can delay the voice broadcast. Instead of that voice broadcast hitting them the first moment they opt in, you can have it happen the next day. So what happens is, we're going to do this with our friend, one of our customers, Gary Isaacs. He's here on the webinar today. I'm going to see if I can get him on the webinar live and talk to him here in a little bit. You get to hear from him. He's one of our customers. He'll tell you guys about the process. But when I show you guys, I'm going to show you guys Gary's funnel in just a little bit. But what I'm going to do with Gary's funnel, instead of having people opt in and then watch the webinar and then get a phone call, I'm going to have the phone call go 24 hours later during the day. I can set it up in Call Loop so that the message goes at 10:30 a.m. in the morning, and they'll get a phone call, and it'll be me saying, hey, it's Jeff Mills and Gary Isaac. We just wanted to say hi and hope you got a chance to watch that webinar yesterday that we showed you about the fumigation product and getting rid of disease and shrink in your storage bins. We really hope you understood the process. We're here to answer your questions. And just press button 1 on your phone right now and let us know what your questions are. We'd be happy to take your call right now, or we can set up a time to work with you one-on-one and get your questions answered at a future date. So press button 1 on your phone right now. And as soon as those people press button 1 on their phone, it'll call Gary's phone or his sales guy's phone. And then he can take an instant call and explain his product to the guy who watched the webinar, and then ask for the sale and get a very high. Gary sells a product that sells anywhere from $20,000 to $40,000, you guys. It's a very, very high ticket product. It's a very specialized product, and it's an awesome product. It's an amazing product that every farmer in the world needs his product. And so when we get his traffic going and we start showing other farmers his product and the funnel we built for his funnel, they're going to be opting in like crazy, booking times with Gary. So this is the technology, you guys. You're experiencing it yourself, and you can do so many things with it. I could also set up, Brian, a text message to hit you like 3 days from now. And I could say 3 days from now, I can send another Zapier message to say, hey, Brian, it's Jeff. I'm so glad you took time to watch my webinar. I haven't heard from you yet. I didn't see that you bought yet. Can you just let me know? Is there something that's stopping you from buying today, or is there any questions you have? Hit me back with any questions you have, and we can start that text dialogue. And then once I see that you would be interested and you have some interest, I could give you a call, right? I could give you a call. Maybe I could work something out, a payment plan, or make some kind of a special offer for you based on a personal need you have, and customize an offer for you by bringing you to a sales call instead of making you forced to buy through a special link. So I have more control that way. Is this making sense, Brian? Is this making sense, everyone? Is this y'all kind of capturing this idea here? Okay. So we're going to show you guys a couple examples of funnels, but before I do that, I want to also give you an example of the starting block, the Facebook ad, because I want you guys to actually see what the Facebook ad looks like. So we're going to go into my Facebook ad account, and I'm going to pull up, let's see, let's do something recent. Last 14 days. We'll do the chiropractor one that we did here. Okay, so we'll do this one. So I'm going to show you guys an ad we're doing to reach chiropractors. Okay, so we're doing a funnel right now, and I'll break this whole funnel down for you guys. Hopefully you guys can appreciate this. You guys want to see this, by the way? Is this cool? You guys want to see an actual funnel in action? Do you guys want to see like the Facebook ad, the opt-in page, the sales funnel? Do you want to see all that? Should I show that to you guys today, or Brian, should I hold this back a little bit and keep this a secret? What do you guys want to see? Should I show it? Say yes if I should show you guys my proprietary funnels here. I want to make sure you really want to see it. Oh, they want to see it, Brian. Okay, so I'll show it to them. I'll be nice. All right, so in my Facebook account, you can see that I've got an ad. I don't want the ad set. I want the ad. Here's the ad. And we're going to go take a look at it in the desktop newsfeed. So go Facebook post. Okay, so here is what it looks like. So this is the ad. This is coming from our page is called Chiropractor Patient Leads. And this is what it says. It says, chiropractors discover a unique and special marketing program that can add 10 to 30 new patients a month to your practice. We do all the marketing for you. Must-see video. Schedule a free strategy session. So here you see a picture of a chiropractor massaging this girl's neck, and maybe he's about to crack her back or something there. So they get the picture. They understand that, oh, that's me. I do that kind of work. And we're promising a big promise in here. How you can add 10 to 30 new patients a month. Learn more. They click the learn more button, and now they're taken to our sales funnel, our squeeze page. Now, would you guys say this is a complicated squeeze page or a very easy, simple looking squeeze page? Complicated or simple? What would you say here? Who thinks this is complicated? Yeah, Brad says this is easy. This is an easy looking sales page. You guys, it's a headline. All it is a headline. There's no bullet points. There's no video distractions. There's nothing here to distract them. It says basically, I'm going to show you the exact method that you can use to add 10 to 30 new paying patients every month to your practice. Watch this short video that reveals all. So the chiropractor clicks this button. Up pops up the 4-button squeeze page where we're going to get their name, their email address, and their phone number. They're going to opt in, and then they're going to land on a video sales funnel which has a video sales letter on it, okay? So it says, we're looking to work with the first and only one chiropractor from your local city. Watch the video below now, all right? So Brian and I recorded, you see here, it's a 14-minute video sales letter, which walks the chiropractors through a program that we invented called the Free Steak Dinner Program. It's not a new program by far. There's been a lot of businesses that have used a free steak dinner or a free chicken lunch or a free meal trick to get people to come to their presentations, to get to know, like, and trust the person who's going to be eventually selling them something, okay? But the way that it's unique is that Brian and I figured out how to deliver this product so that we do all the work for the chiropractor. So all the chiropractor has to do is just show up and do his presentation, wowing people with his knowledge and his skills and his experience and the results that he can get. I just got the text message from the funnel because this has a sales funnel, a sales cyclone thing set up to it. So my text message just got in. I'll probably get a phone call This is, hey, Dr. Jeff. I'm not a doctor, but that's okay. So what was I saying there, Brian? I was talking about they're going to get, we're going to do all the work for them to set up the system. So they just show up and do their presentation and then meet with everybody, get to know who all the 30 or 40 couples that are there for the free dinner, and then back end those people into their sales and services.
And the reason that this makes sense for a chiropractor is because if you look at the lifetime value of a chiropractor's patients over the long run, for them to bring in, let's say their average cost is $30 per person, and they bring in 5 couples. So that would be 10 people at $30 per person, which is expensive. I mean, we're getting it for a lot cheaper, but just using easy numbers, that's $300. So if they picked up one new patient from that, it pays for that meal and the advertising that goes behind it many, many, many times over. We just picked up a new chiropractor this last week for $2,000 a month to handle all of this stuff for him, because he was doing it himself before, but he had to allocate resources from his staff to call people, to schedule, to confirm, to reconfirm, to reschedule for the people who couldn't show up, negotiate with the restaurant. We're just bringing that service and making it to where all they have to do is show up, break bread, make friends, schedule appointments for a free assessment in their office, and go home.
Yep. So it's a real simple system, you guys. They watch a video, they can click this download button. It's going to give them a little 2-pager that explains the free steak dinner program to them. So they have the free steak dinner explanations, just a simple 2-page PDF. Here's all the stuff that we're going to do for you, so you don't have to worry about it. You just show up and present and enjoy a meal with your local neighborhood. And then we've got built into the page, you guys, our scheduling system. So this is going back to the slideshow here. This is step 5. Send to a buy link or schedule once. So we've taken them from a Facebook ad through a lead capture page. We dropped them on the video sales letter from the watch the sales presentation. We're going to follow them up with emails, text, and voice messages to get them to watch the video sales letter if they never watched it all the way through. And then we're going to get them to go to the schedule once link and fill it out right here. So we embed right into the bottom of our page our calendar. And if they click on it and they pick a date they want to meet with us and a time, and then, we ask them some questions. The question is, what's your company name? What's your mobile phone number? What's your advertising budget? What area do you need the most growth or help with in your business? You guys, this is a simple survey. It's not complicated. It's just a simple, give me your basic info, and then we're going to call you back and we're going to see if we can help you. And of course, when they call us back, we're going to pitch them on our prices, and we're going to pitch them on our services, and we're going to explain it to them so they understand it better and they feel really good about it, and they're going to want to buy from us. Okay, so this is the integration. I'm showing you the visual of everything we just showed you in the funnel. I just showed you exactly page for page, nothing held back. This is a real funnel that we used. We used Facebook ads to target specific job titles of people who performed certain jobs in the world, and we built the funnel for it. So think of how, Brian, we can extrapolate this into different fields besides chiropractors. Tell them about some of the visions that we have for expanding this program beyond just the chiropractic niche.
Oh yeah, anything that's big ticket, elder law, home improvement, cosmetic dentistry. Anything where again, you're looking at a big ticket, or even if it's not a very big ticket, but you look at the lifetime value of a patient or a customer to be several $1,000s, then it makes sense for that business owner to implement a marketing strategy like this.
So this is Gary Isaac's funnel. Gary is one of our brand new customers. He just signed up last month. And over the last month, we've been building this funnel, getting it ready, and it's finally ready to go. So his traffic starts on Monday. We turn on the traffic and it goes through his funnel. We're going to test this squeeze page here. I don't know if this is the best squeeze page for the system. We could probably try different versions of this. I think we will. But this is the first version of what we've got. So this is going to be marketed to people who are in the farming and the agriculture industry. And they're going to see a squeeze page like this that says, Free ebook and video reveals all. Breakthrough technology saves farmers tens of thousands of dollars each year by preventing disease and shrinkage in storage bins, all without wet floors or chemicals. This is a game changer for farmers. Click here to access the book and the video. So yeah, we're going to clean this up a little bit, make it a little bit. I don't know if we're going to even. I think we're going to do one version where we don't even talk about an ebook and just do the big promise and see if they'll chase that one. Okay, so once they do that one, they're going to land on this page, and they're going to opt in. Now, the way I told you guys earlier, whoa, the way I told you guys earlier is that they're going to get a text message instantly thanking them for registering. They're going to get an email instantly thanking them for registering. But we're going to delay the phone call in this case to go the next day. And it's going to be a phone call where they can press 1 and then connect with Gary or his sales team live, okay, which bypasses basically the schedule once form, which is okay because the whole point of sales is just to talk to somebody, guys. The more people you have a chance to talk to, and I mean literally talk to on the phone, the more money you'll make in your program. It's just the way it works. And so the faster you can get someone to a phone, the faster you can identify a need with them, the faster you can help them see how your program is going to help them get X result, Y result, Z result. And they're going to want to buy from you, know, like, and trust you because the process you just took them through makes them know, like, and trust you so much better than any other program out there, okay? No one is doing what we're showing you guys. No one is doing this. No one has a simple system that automates this high-tech, high-touch stuff. So this is Gary's video sales letter. Amazing breakthrough in produce storage saves farmers thousands of dollars each year by eliminating shrink and disease. They're going to watch, this one is, I think it's a 14-minute video, and this video explains the whole process that Gary patented, which is called humigation, which actually removes all the particulates and all the dust and the spores and the disease and any kind of like bad stuff in the air in the storage bins, which usually can wreck a crop or create a lot of crop loss or even what's called shrink, where the water moisture gets taken out of the produce. And so then their produce gets smaller and smaller because it has less water weight. And when they go weigh their produce to go sell it to the market, they can't get a big profit because their yield is reduced, right? So this is a really revolutionary product. What's cool about what Gary's done is there's no one out there that has anything like this. He's like the guy that invented this thing. And there's so many more applications that Gary can go with this besides just helping farmers. You can use products like this humigation system inside of factories, inside of manufacturing plants, inside of chemical plants, inside of tractor truck trailers and refrigeration units. There's just so many awesome applications that he's going to be taking this to. So once people watch this video, they're instructed to go down here and click this schedule once box here to book a time with him and to get an appointment to talk to him about the humigation and the humigator to use that in their farm. And they book on a time on his calendar. It shows up in Google Calendar. He gets a text message, an email about it, and he shows up and calls them at the appointment and then closes the sale. So that's the process that Gary's going through. So we built, someone asked me, Robert says, do we build everything you see here inside of ClickFunnels? Yes, we use ClickFunnels exclusively. ClickFunnels is like the master platform for building these funnels. It was meant to do exactly all this stuff. Gary, I'm going to see if I can bring you on live. So I'm going to find you in my attendee list here. I'm going to see if I got your microphone can work. So Gary, I just unmuted your microphone. Let me see if just do a quick mic test and see if I can hear you.
Yes, I can hear you, Jeff.
Well, there he is, Mr. Gary Isaacs from Pocatello, Idaho. How's it going, my friend?
I'm doing well. Hey, I appreciate being on here with you today.
How am I doing so far on the webinar? Am I doing all right?
I think you're doing all right. You do better sometimes. I don't know. I think you're doing great. What do you need my opinion about that? You're great, man.
Okay, so tell everyone about the process we took you through. You know, we took you on as a client. We would consider you a high-ticket client, paid thousands and thousands of dollars to have us come and build this for him. And now he's got this newborn baby that's ready to be born. What could you just tell people about the process and how we took you through it, and just kind of how, was it painful? Was it easy? Was it simple?
Well, just I was browsing the internet looking for some way to sell the product in addition to what was already being done. I mean, the product's already being distributed in several states in Canada right now. But it's all a onesie twosie kind of thing. So you might get one or two a month or something, and that was paying the bills. It wasn't taking care of expanding the market like I wanted to, and so here I get on the internet, and like everybody else that's listening here today, probably looking for solutions to find a way to sell products better. And I had, hadn't done a lot of research in watching the trends in email marketing and also internet marketing, and I was looking for front end stuff. I saw this a lot of things being sold on smaller products and people struggling to make money doing that. But I've had confidence that the internet is developing to the point to where these high-end products are becoming more and more popular, so that these people are busy, the customers are busy, these growers are busy. They don't have time to run to the store all the time. They're out there irrigating, cultivating, and growing potatoes or whatever it is that they're growing. And so I looked and I found you guys, and I listened to your webinar presentation, and I could see, Jeff, that between you and Brian, you've put together a combination here and all the links that are necessary to make this thing really happen for me. And so, I mean, how long did it take me to jump on? I mean, what a day, and I was right with you. And I'm really excited about what we can do with this thing, because
I'm really excited
about the problem out there was getting people to hear the message. We need to introduce this product to people, and this is the perfect way to do that. So.
And the problem is with multiple paged websites, or what people will call a brochure website, or a website where you take someone where they can get lost in the content, is they get lost in the content and they forget to take the action, which is to make a purchase or to make a inquiry. But when you're using a sales funnel, you're actually giving people what I call, the sales funnel gives people tunnel vision to focus them exactly at the light at the end of the tunnel of what you want them to do. And with Gary's funnel, as you guys can see here, there's no other place for them to go. They can either download the ebook right here, or they can just book a time here on this calendar, and they can't go surf his website. They can't go get a bunch of other information, because we don't want them to get lost in the details. You just want them to book a call, get them straight to a phone call with him and his team, and then they do their sales thing over the phone. Now, if you're selling a lower ticket item, you could put a link right here and send them right to your buy link, and they can purchase that right from your website. What did you think about the process we took you through? I mean, it was pretty elaborate, to get all the information from you. Gary did have some great assets that he was able to give to us with videos, books, articles, and that really helped us a lot to understand his product so we could really explain it. Gary's not good with doing video sales letters, so he had me actually do the voice for his video sales letter, and then I was able to bring him in, and he has about a 5 or 6 minute clip inside this video sales letter where he explains the fumigation process and shows a diagram for it. So anyway, Gary, thanks for jumping on board, and thanks for your support and letting us listen to you. Anything you'd recommend to people who are listening and watching today?
Oh yeah, definitely, Jeff. Let me just say this, that we all understand that there has to be several exposures to a person before a person can be convinced to buy a product or take their confidence in you that are selling the product, that you're trustworthy and can be counted on, those kind of things. You need several exposures, and you've condensed that by putting this front-end sales piece together, so that, and all we're asking them to do is just stay in touch.
Yeah.
And we can go from there. I have great confidence this is going to work well.
Awesome. Well, thanks for jumping on here and sharing your story with everybody. Appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome. Anytime.
All right. So we're going to jump back right into it. We'll get back into the PowerPoint here because we got lots more to show you guys. We already showed you our free steak dinner funnels, so you've already seen what those look like and those work. Okay. So Brian, talk about some of the different clients we've been able to service. Client number one, you know who that is, with Patricia. Just kind of break down some of the money we've made here and some of the recent sales we've done.
Sure. Well, the cool thing about having a skill set like this, knowing how to tie all this together, is your value as a marketer goes through the roof. Not only for yourself and marketing your own products, but being able to deploy this for other people. Most business owners that are out there, they're really, really good at their business. That's their core competency. And when it comes to marketing, because they're not in the marketing world every day, they're in their business every day. They just don't have the know-how or the time to learn how to do this stuff. So as a marketer, you can help just about any business. That's the great thing about when you know how to do this stuff. Like you could create leads and sales for anything. And think about like with Gary's product, Humigation. That's so far from the digital marketing world, right? But it's the same principles that apply for a big ticket tangible product as it would for a small ticket or a big ticket digital product. And being able to help chiropractors, working with cosmetic dentistry, elder law attorneys, insurance, it just stretches across the whole, think of a business it works for. There's an audience out there somewhere. And using Facebook, that's what I love about Facebook. If you guys haven't used, Facebook paid advertising, I always use this analogy that if your perfect target audience was a mother between the ages of 45 and 50 who has 3 children, specifically between the ages of 3 and 12 years old, she owns 2 vehicles, has 3 trade lines of credit, she buys trendy clothes online, she's into health and fitness, makes $80,000 a year, works as an accountant. If that's your perfect target, you can create and tailor an ad and put it only in front of that person. And that goes back when I talked about before, message, market, match, good marketing, saying the right thing to the right person at the right time. And using Facebook gives us the ability to do that, unlike any other advertising medium out there. And when we employ specified sales funnels with a very specific, focused, very targeted message, that puts you in the greatest position to be able to see success. And you can charge, if you're deploying some of this stuff for other people, you can charge thousands and thousands of dollars, especially with very high ticket types of businesses like chiropractors, where maybe the lifetime value of a patient is $8,000. If they paid you $4,000 and you showed them how to get 5 new patients, 5 new patients a year, it's worth it, right? And that's what I love about big ticket stuff, because it really helps mitigate and offset the marketing costs that are associated with this stuff. Did I answer that, Jeff?
Well, you didn't explain anything that's on the screen in front of you, but you certainly gave a lot of value there. That's for sure.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't looking at the screen.
Oh. Oh, you bozo. So look at the screen, Brian. What do you see on the screen?
12,000 plus 16,000 back in on a 2-page auto webinar funnel. That was Patricia King has a ministry, and we were able to put together a very basic sales funnel where she paid $12,000 to create it, and another $16,000 on the back end for what we've been able to produce.
We produced over 1,000 members in a program she created, which generated over close to $400,000 in 8 weeks. They had never seen anything like this before in their company, and it was 100% with Facebook ads. 100%. It probably cost them $27,000 in Facebook ads, but they made $400,000 back. Take all your hard costs out of there. Let's say they pocketed $325,000 free and clear.
Yeah, they had a mentoring program. They had no tangible deliverables.
Yeah, it's a mentoring program. It does once a month. You guys think that's a good ROI? Make $325,000 free and clear on a $27,000 ad spend. Now you might think, oh my gosh, $27,000. I can never spend that. They spent between $400 and $750 a day. And we did all the Facebook ads for them. We managed the whole campaign for them. They didn't have to worry about anything. We built the whole thing for them. We did the Facebook advertising for them, and they crushed it. And now they've come back for a second deal. And not only that, they've come back with the second deal, and they're bringing all their friends to come to us. That's right, you guys. We've got 15 contracts on the back of this. That is all of their other Christian ministry partners that they want us to build funnels for them to get people into their programs. And then another guy that they just brought to us this week, we just closed a guy who's coming in for $12,000. And he is already talking about bringing some of his ministry partners to us, and we haven't even started the process with it, you guys. That's called referral money, and that is called yippee skippy. That's the good stuff. That's the cream of the crop. We helped another MLM leader with a funnel that he wanted to have built for himself. That was a $10,000 project. And then you see Gary, here's number 3. That's talking about Gary, our potato farmer. All this happened because either webinar funnels or Facebook funnels that we set up that drove traffic into the funnel. So guys, you can get people paying you $397 to $3,000 to learn how to do these things. And that's what we do. We charge money to teach people how to build sales funnels for themselves, for their own companies, their own products and services, or to build things like we've done so they can go out there and sell high-ticket products as well. All it starts with is a $5 Facebook ad. You can do Facebook advertising for $5 a day. And, I advise you after a period of 2 or 3, 4 days of a $5 ad spend, you probably want to start scaling it up $10, $20, $30, $50. Eventually, you want to get it as high as you can where you're getting a nice ROI. And you're going to start seeing results instantly. Facebook ads, they work like a champ, you guys. Brian and I are running a campaign right now. Let me see if I can go find it in my ads manager. Let's see. Ads manager, where are you? Okay, I'm just going to pull up a page here for you guys to see. This is the Dallas Cowboys package, Brian. So you want to set that up for me while I'm getting the page and what we did with the contest funnel, how much we spent for it?
Yeah.
So here's the contest results that we got so far. Right now, this should be about 2,700. Let's see. We getting there? 2,400. Okay. So here's a preview. You can explain a little bit about Gleam and what that is and what this does.
So
right.
I'm here. So the cool thing about this, it's Gleam.io. You can go in and create contests where participants have to perform specific actions to accumulate points, and the system runs everything for you. Right? If you look down there, it says enter or log in using Facebook. That's worth 5 points. So they enter or log in. There's 5. Name your favorite Cowboys player. So that'll leave a section there. They can name their favorite Cowboys player. That's a point. Visit our Dallas Cowboys fan page for today's post. There's a point. So you can customize all this. You can set it up for them to perform actions to be able to accumulate that. So a contest like this helps get you a lot of viral exposure, because one of the things you're telling people is, hey, share it. Share the contest. Did you want me to pull that up, Jeff?
I got it up here for you.
Okay. So,
go ahead.
Yeah, Gleam's a really neat program. You could go in there and set it up. There's a free version. You can go in there and you can set up a contest that you can run off of your fan page, offering something complimentary. And it's just a great way to get people to engage and share and like and post. We tell them on there, before they even go to log into it on the ad, we even have them on there, but like, share and comment. So people are in there tagging people in the subject. Matter of fact, we just did one too for a pool company that fills pools, and they come out to your house with a big old truck with a tanker full of water, and they run this massive hose. And instead of you trying to fill up a swimming pool with a garden hose, it takes hours. These guys can do it pretty fast. And they charge a premium price to do it. What's that?
They'll do a pool in 15 minutes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's way fast.
Yeah.
But, yeah, the crazy thing is most people in the community don't even know or didn't even know that was an option, that they could do that. When pool season came around, they had no idea that there was a service that would do that. So by us running the contest, we had dozens and dozens of people tagging friends in the comments, letting other relatives and friends know, hey, here's this service. You can have somebody come out and fill up your pool. So they got a ton of eyeballs just by running a contest for a free pool fill.
Now, let me show you guys how we broke this campaign down, because I want you to learn about Facebook ads in this training, okay? So this is a campaign for people who love the Dallas Cowboys. And what we're giving away for free is a licensed Dallas Cowboys t-shirt that has a license on it that we have permission to use with a company called Fanprint. So we have right now a budget is $25 right now. Very low budget, $25 a day. And how we targeted this is we have some lookalike audiences that we've been able to build over time with our Dallas Cowboys fan page. And we've got all these lookalike audiences here, buyer audiences, buyer emails we've added in here. This is a custom audience. We could have also done an interest audience right here and just done like interest down here and said Dallas Cowboys. And then marketed, to all these interest-based people here as well. So we tested it both ways. We actually did one ad that was marketed to interests, and we did another ad that was marketed to these custom audiences. And the custom audience got the lowest cost per engagement. So we turned the interest one off, and we let the custom audience one go as the winner, and that's what's winning right now. You can see we're targeting only Texas. Now, we could have targeted the entire United States because there's a huge fan base of people in the United States. So you see my here, the potential reach is 1 million people. If I was to add United States in here, all right, it's going to take Texas out. You see my audience just got up to 4 million people, or 4 million additional. So 5 million people total here, okay? But I wanted to target the most passionate people. The most passionate people in sports are usually from the one location where the team is located. So we just went with the Texas state for that. Okay, that's where our most passionate people are. Even though there's a Houston Texans, a lot of people in Texas and all the states in southern United States, they love Dallas Cowboys. They're America's team after all. I'm sure I'm going to get some hate in the comments now from people saying, keep your bias to yourself, Jeff, because I'm a Redskins fan. The Redskins are America's team. Or whatever the case may be. Okay, so that's how we set up the ad. We're just using automatic targeting. We're letting Facebook do everything for us, and then I'll show you guys what the ad looks like. Okay, so here's the ad. Are you guys getting some value on the webinar today? By the way, are you guys learning some stuff? Or I'm certainly hoping I'm not boring anybody. I hope I'm not boring you, Brian. I hope I'm not boring the audience. I'm trying to show you guys like everything behind the scenes. I could do a real slick sales presentation and just do like a total, like, what do you call it? Just peel back the curtain. You don't get to see anything. And then I try to sell you something at the very end, or I can just give you a lot of free, good content here. What do you guys want? What do you prefer? So are we doing all right? We doing okay? Looks like we're doing okay, Brian. All right. So we're going to open up the Facebook page with comments here. I'm hoping we are. It's frozen. There we go. We finally got there. So this is my Dallas Cowboys fan page. I've lost this fan page, you guys. By a side note, here's a side note. I've lost this fan page twice in the last year. Facebook took it away from me. And through the grace of God and persistence and knowing the right people, I got my fan page back twice. This one was gone. It was the prodigal son. It was gone for like five or 6 months. And then all of a sudden it just came back here like a week ago. And this fan page has 368,000 fans on it, you guys. It's a very passionate group of people here. And I make 1/3 of my fan page income just on this fan page every single month. So this is what the offer looks like. Hey, Cowboys fans, we're giving away this T-shirt. Click the like button to like our page, share the post, and then click on the contest link here to fill out the contest form. So they click on the link, and then they go to our page, we're building all kinds of things that happen on this page. Like if they go to this contest here, and it's just running really slow right now here, Brian.
Yeah, my internet's bogging over here a little bit.
Okay, here we go.
Now also talk a little bit about that last one down there, was to sign up for our Dallas Cowboys.
Right.
You use that to add to your email list as well.
Yeah, so everything they do here gets them point values. And this is the most important one right here. This one gives them 50 extra entries if they refer a friend. You know what, Brian? Not one person's done this one. Not one. Not one.
But they've done that.
It's the biggest points. But down here at the bottom, check this out. Visit our cool licensed Cowboys page where you can buy cool swag for your house or car. So if they visit this page, they go to our affiliate products website where I have licensed affiliate products with my affiliate link. If they visit our new licensed Dallas Cowboys fan shirts, they click on that one and they click here to go check it out, go get an entry to visit this page. Guess what? They're going through my affiliate link right up here at the top. That's my affiliate link. I'm tracking 904. So if they come to the Dallas Cowboys page here and they end up seeing something they like and they buy something, I'm getting an affiliate commission from that. Okay. So this is another way of doing a sales funnel, but it's kind of a fun way where you get a lot of audience interactivity, and you know, you're getting people wrapped up into a promotion that gets them excited. So we just love doing this, you guys. You know, but when you're going to do Facebook, you've got to understand your metrics. It's the metrics, it's the numbers, it's the stuff that most people don't pay attention to that's going to really tell you the story that's going to allow you to become successful or not with your Facebook ad. And I've heard too many horror stories from people who their Facebook ads didn't work like they were supposed to, and they just quit Facebook advertising altogether because they couldn't crack the code. And I feel for those people because it is really hard when you're brand new to figure out how to do Facebook. But if you don't know how to read your metrics, then you don't know how to scale your campaigns to get big audiences to see your products that are going to buy your stuff. And then you end up just doing onesies and twosies and you never really get much volume. That's why we like to sell high ticket products, because when you're using Facebook ads and maybe you spend $1,000 or $2,000 to $3,000 a month, or like Patricia, where she spent, you know, about $6,000 or $7,000, $8,000 in a month, but she was getting huge returns back, you know, $40,000, $50,000 back every single month. So I only know Facebook's the only place I know of where I can do that, where I can scale a campaign and get a huge return back on the ad spend. And the whole point of all this, you guys, the whole point of everything we're showing you is that we're now in a position of maximum authority, and we're in a position of maximum expertise, and we're in a position now where we're making people chase us to get to work with us. Instead of me having to chase you to get you to go to my page and buy something from me, people are filling out forms, they're getting text messages, they're having conversations with us, they're getting email messages, and people start chasing us and filling out our applications to talk to us and book times to basically be sold on our products. And that's how we make our money. So I'm going to show you guys a simple metrics tracking. I'm going to teach you guys some new things here today that you probably have never seen on a webinar before, because no one wants to go into the details of this. So please bear with me when I talk about metrics. This is one topic that I will tell you is going to make you gloss over the moment you mention this to somebody. They're like, okay, boring town, I'm going to tune out now and go watch some cartoons. So, but really it all comes down to this little column right here. Okay, this little column right here. And in this ad account here, Brian, doesn't look like I've got my metrics set up completely in my customized columns. Do you have it customized on yours with the reporting functions that I taught you?
Let me check real quick.
Because for some reason my reporting metrics are not showing up in here. But there's one easy way to do it. Maybe I should do it. Maybe I shouldn't. No, I'm just going to leave it as is. Usually I have a custom setup here. And this is a brand new account. The account you're seeing me on right now is a brand new Facebook account. Facebook likes to play games with me, you know. Some of you have been following me for a long time. You know that it's a battle with me and Facebook. It's like head to head, boom, boom, boom. Back in December, Facebook took my personal profile offline and just decimated it. Said, get out of here, get off my lawn. And they never wanted me to come back, right? They kicked me out of the platform. Then I created a second profile, brand new profile, and that profile lasted for 6 months until June, just last June. And then Facebook said, you're on our lawn again, get off our lawn. They kicked me off the platform again. So this is now my third different profile. It's still me, but it's a new account. And I just set this one up a couple weeks ago, so I hadn't gone in here and dialed in my metrics yet. Usually I log in through my dad's account. Don't tell Facebook this, but I log in through my dad's account. And I've got all these setups here in my dad's account, but I just haven't done it yet on mine, which is why. But anyway, you can see the numbers here. You can see, for example, right here, I'm going to show you the chiropractic funnel. The chiropractic funnel, we generated 11 leads, okay? Our cost per lead is $30.20, so that's on the high side. Here's another chiropractic funnel we did. We generated 16 leads, and those leads were at $8.30. So which one do you think we run? The lower cost one that got more leads at less cost. So this is the one we turn on when we run our chiropractic ads, okay? Then we got leads in the UK, we got leads in Australia, but those were coming in a little bit on the high side. We ran ads for our Rainmaker program. You can see here, let's see, this is probably got to go back more than 14 days. We'll just do like the last 30 and see if that makes a difference. And you can see, okay, so we generated 215 leads here, and our lead cost was $4.94 per lead, and this is how much we spent. So looking at these numbers, we can see what our cost per lead is. And the only way to make this work with a Facebook ad is you have to put the Facebook pixel on your website so that Facebook can talk to itself when leads leave the platform and they go to your squeeze page and they opt in and then they land in that video sales letter. Facebook is telling me it cost me $4.94 to get someone to watch my video sales letter. That's a good metric to know. And then I could also further track this and say, well, Facebook, how much did it cost me to make a sale? So the sales cost right here is probably going to be a lot higher. It might be $130, it might be $150, or it might be $280, or it might be $650 to make a sale. But the product price point I'm selling at is $3,000. So did I make money? Absolutely. And now I know if it cost me $680 to make one sale of a $3,000 commission, I know I can scale that campaign till the cows come home and never let that thing off and just print money every single day, okay? Reading your metrics and knowing how to read your columns inside your Facebook ad is the secret to being a successful Facebook marketer. Not many people teach the metrics, and I have everything lined out for you in our course, in our sales cycling course that does it all. It's like an hour-long training just in itself. Get a cup of coffee when you watch through it because you're going to be super bored because it's just metrics. Ugh, who wants to talk metrics and numbers? But you gotta do it. You just gotta sludge through it for an hour and then say, dang, that was boring, Jeff, but it was super important. I gotta know this stuff, right? But not only that, we take it to the next level because what we do is we build tracking reports inside of Google Sheets. And I'm going to show you guys an example tracking sheet. And Gary, you have a tracking sheet that looks just like this. So this is a sample for illustration purposes only. So what we do is we track every day what happens inside of our ad account. And I recommend every single one of you guys does this exact same process. So we have we just set up an Excel spreadsheet. And we just built these columns inside here. Let me just go through it and explain it to you guys, okay? By the way, is this okay if I take you guys into this level of depth today? Is it okay if I show you guys all my proprietary contracts and my proprietary, forms and stuff? Hope you don't mind. So the date, how much we spent per day, how many clicks that we generated, what was our cost per click, then how many leads we got to opt into our funnel, what was our cost per lead, how many applications we got to have people fill out a time to talk to us, what our application conversion rate was, what our cost per application ended up being. Then we've got our sales conversion percentage, 25%, 50%, 37%. How many total sales we got from a lead that came through that funnel. Now this sale might come in like 4 or 5, 6 days later, but we can track it back to the day they opted in by looking at our funnels, and we can just search for their email address and see what date they joined. And then we can say, okay, that person joined on such and such a date, so it goes on this calendar date. 2 funnels came in. The sales price of our product was $2,000. Therefore, our cost to acquire each sale is $178. And our total revenue generated was $3,994, and our average order value was $1,641. So my question to everybody out there is, if I could spend $356 and generate 8 leads, 8 applications that are hot prospects, and pop 2 sales out of those 8 people at $2,000, how many times would you scale that ad up and just keep it going every single day, right? All day long. So in this example illustration here, you see, you know, all the numbers are added up. You can see the total ad spend we spent right here, total clicks generated, total costs, how many leads came through, what our cost per leads were, all is an average down here at the bottom. We generated 843 leads, you guys, at a cost of $1,877, which is about $2.21 a lead. I'm buying basically leads that I don't mind. I can sell them. If they don't buy from me now, I'll sell them something else down the road, right? So you've heard about building an email list, right? This is a really cheap email list for $2.21. The benchmark you want to hit, just in case you guys are taking notes, you want to see if you can get that cost per lead $3 or less. That's the ultimate goal. If you can get your lead at a cost per lead of $3 or less, you should be able to make money for any product you're selling out there in the marketplace. So we generated 7 sales. We put $13,000 in our pocket, minus our ad spend here of $1,877. We're sitting at about $11,000 some change profit. Okay. And this simple chart helps us know our numbers. And this is a great chart to use to track your sales, to know whether you're going to scale your ad spend up because you're getting ROI positive, or to shut it down and try something new. So Gary has a chart we've built for him. I'm going to show you guys Gary's chart. Hope you don't mind me showing everybody your chart, but you can see it's empty. It has all the formulas are in here. They're all programmed, ready to go. But they're not turned on yet because his ad doesn't start. His ads don't start until later. Okay, and once his ads start going, we'll start filling in the blanks. We've shared the document with him. We shared it with Brian, so Brian and I can come in here and add the numbers. Now Gary's going to see the applications that come through the application every day, and he'll come in here and put how many apps he got each day, so we can track our app conversions. This is how you guys do sales. This is how you do Facebook ads with purpose and passion and professionalism, so that you can give your clients a good client experience. I want Gary to have a great experience working with me, and I want him to see all the numbers and know where his ad spend is going and what kind of results are coming back from his purchase. And this is a good social proof tool that you can give to clients. To have something like this that you can give to clients is very, very, very valuable. It's very valuable indeed. And, you know, it might take you a while to build something like this, but you can certainly go out there and build something like this right on your own. Okay, so that was just an example of some sample metrics and tracking. So 4 mistakes that you're making in your marketing right now. Number 1, you're not leveraging automatic technologies. You're not leveraging the text message system. You're not messaging voice broadcasting. Maybe you're not using email correctly. Maybe you're just sending one email to somebody when they opt into your webinar, but you're never doing a follow-up email campaign. Gary's got, I think it's 8 or 10 emails that follow up with everyone who opts into his webinar funnel to watch his webinar. And we're going to make sure after 8 touches of email over a period of 30 days that they're going to get the information that they need to make a great buying decision and see that Gary is the true expert in his niche, and they need to be talking to the expert about getting his product. Another mistake you're making is you're not leveraging Facebook correctly to do lead generation. You're using cost per click ads, or you're using page post engagement ads, or you're using some other type of ad objective in Facebook that's not doing the right thing for you, and you totally missed the point of using a Facebook conversion ad. It's the Facebook conversion ad that is the moneymaker here, folks. You got to be using a Facebook conversion ad. Number 3, you're not reading your Facebook reports correctly to know what to do to change your ad so it becomes ROI positive. And number 4, you're not using proper sales follow-ups or closes to get people to, like I said earlier, the more people you talk to, the more chances you have of selling them a product that's going to help them get the results they're looking for in their life. So stop making these mistakes. There's a way that you can do it. Now, where does this work? Brian, let's just talk about where this works at. I want you to kind of go through here with me and just kind of pick out some of these areas. Is anyone represented on this list of 25 different niches that you could do this with? Just say me if you're represented. If you see something that represents what you do, say me in the chat box if this represents an area or a field that you're currently selling in. And Brian, what would you say about this list here?
It's just the tip of the iceberg.
That was deep, man. Let's go below the iceberg a little bit here and break some of this out. Take us below the surface, Brian. What could you say to some of these different niche points of how these funnels could work for some of these other businesses?
Yeah, the great thing about these sales funnels is that like I said, it does stretch across just about any kind of business that you can think of. And when I said this is the tip of the iceberg, this is just the tip of the iceberg for the type of niches that that this stuff would work in. Where you're really going to see something like this shine, if you're going to be deploying this for clients, is in with big ticket sales. Where you might be have an acquisition cost of $100 or $200, but if you're making $500, $800, $1,000, and profit from that, it makes sense. If you're selling a $5 widget, then a funnel like this probably wouldn't be the best avenue for you. But it can be, ministry. Obviously, with Patricia, we have a great testimonial with Patricia's results with this. Coaching and consulting. When you're coaching and consulting with people, you could be charging thousands of dollars for that. Employing this stuff within coaching and consulting has proven to be extremely effective. Alternative medical treatments, MLM or direct sales. We've worked with some big ticket MLM companies, leaders within those companies, speakers, authors, travel consultants, tour operators, charities. We've employed some of this stuff for some charity stuff. Attorneys, especially specialized attorneys, trainers, plastic surgeons. Again, this stuff right here is just scratching the surface. Use your imagination. Maybe go to an old school if you're looking at selling some of this stuff, creating these funnels for clients. Start Googling, or go get an old Yellow Pages directory and start going through an old Yellow Pages directory to look for some prospective clients that niches that you can target.
Now, Don Ryder, my buddy Don out in New York, he says, what about nursing agencies, nursing care agencies? How could you structure a funnel to help that nursing care agency? I'm assuming the angle he's going for is how to get more patients into the nursing home. All right, so there's a challenge for you, Brian. You've got a nursing home that's got some empty beds, let's say, and they need to have some patients in their beds, or they need to have some people in their senior living center. How would you build, or would it work to build a funnel that funnels people right through a tunnel that pitches them on coming to live at a place or get treatment somewhere?
Yeah, you can target people that are reaching that age. You can target people who are likely to have parents that are getting close to that age. And I'm sure if we went in and did some research on Facebook, that we could find some other creative ways to try to identify who some of those people might be. But just like any kind of a if you were selling, self-improvement and personal growth, or a nursing home or assisted living facility or something like that, it's all going to be the same type of process. It's just going to come down to how you find that target and how you identify it.
Great answer. So you guys, you can do this. You can set up funnels. You can set up funnels. You can set up automation. You can do the high-tech, high-touch stuff that Brian just demonstrated for you and showed you about an hour ago on this webinar, how it works, and you got to experience it, and you got to feel it, and you got to breathe it, and you got to see that it actually works, because it got you here, and it gets people every single time. So I want you to know that you can do this. So I want you in the chat, if you believe that you think you can do this, I want you to type in the chat, I can do this. Let me see how many of you are thinking positively, thinking, I could do this. Show me in the chat, type, I can do this. If you think that you could build high-ticket sales funnels for local businesses, for other types of vendors, or even low-ticket, high-ticket, doesn't matter, low-ticket, high-ticket funnels with automated high-tech, high-touch technology. Who could do this? Who could say, just type, I can do this. Okay, all these people are typing, I can do this. And it's increasing your belief level, knowing that you can do this. And some of you might not be technologically gifted, all right? I understand that. I know many of you, like turning on your computer every day is like a challenge. I know for some of you, like writing an email is a challenge. I know for some of you, like looking for where the escape key on your keyboard is a challenge. This might not be right for you. I'll just be really upfront and say, if you're really, 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 really technology challenged, you're going to have to overcome a lot of learning curve. But if you are willing to put some time in and learn, then you definitely can do this. And it comes to the story about, I love telling this story. I use it all the time when I'm doing my webinars about the cruise ship. And some of you have heard the story, but there was a cruise ship that was stuck in port, and they kind of had to go into port as an emergency because the engine was making this crazy knocking noise. If any of you have ever been on a cruise ship before, if the engine's not running quite right, the RPMs aren't quite right, everything on the cruise ship shakes. And so if you're sitting at dinner, all your silverware, your glasses, everything is like clanking and shaking, and it kind of like makes you worried, like, whoa, what's going on with this cruise ship? It's going to be sinking like the Titanic here? What's going on? So they understand that. So they went into port, and they called in the master mechanic who's in the area, who knows how to fix cruise ship engines. They bring him into the cruise ship, and they said, yeah, we don't know what the problem is. We can't fix it ourselves, but you're the expert. And we know that you've done this many times before, so come in and give it a look. So the master mechanic goes through the engine house, and he starts tinkering with all the pipes and the valves, and he takes out a little ball-peen hammer, just a simple little ball-peen hammer. And he starts tapping on these little spots on the engines. He starts tapping on the valves. He starts tapping on the different connections and the different junctions and all the different ports and hoses and all the things that go to make the engine work. And he finally gets to an area where he tapped, and he kind of moves it to the left about an inch, and he tapped, and then he moves it to the right an inch, and he taps, and he goes up a little bit, and he taps. He kind of found a problem area. And then he went over to the control panel. He pushed a few buttons, turned a few knobs, and he says, Captain, fire up the engines. That was my Scotty impression, just in case you guys were catching that. I was trying to be Scotty from Star Trek. So then Captain says, okay, the engines are fired up. And all of a sudden, the ship violently shakes, and all of a sudden just smooth as butter, like calm as you can get. And the captain freaks out. Everybody freaks out. Cheers. Hurrah, hurrah. The mechanic has saved the day. So the captain was really grateful. He thanked the man for coming out. And he says, send me your bill. We're really appreciative of all you did to help us out. So the mechanic, a couple of days later, was able to get the bill faxed to the cruise ship. And this is what the bill, actually, he sent him the bill. I don't want to ruin the story, but he sent him the bill. And the captain freaked out when he got it. He's like, it was like for $1,000, and he's like, I can't believe it cost $1,000 for you to bang your little hammer around the engines. Like, what's the deal? Send me an itemized bill, an exact bill for why it's $1,000. So the mechanic, who's very smart, sent him this bill. He says, use of a hammer, $1. knowing where to tap $999. And it's such a great illustration for when it comes to expertise, that the knowledge of what people pay for to learn how to make money is not just in using the tools, it's knowing where to tap into the profits. It's knowing where to tap into industries that are needy for systems like what we showed you guys here today, to help you guys position yourselves as the people who will be the next generation of funnel builders to help businesses get more leads and more traffic and more sales. And so you have two choices today. You can either take what you've learned today and spend tens of thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands of dollars figuring out how to do this on your own. And I'm sure many of you could just piece it together from this webinar. I showed you so much detail. But you might lose a lot of money. You might waste a lot of time, a lot of months, a lot of years trying to figure this out on your own. I know I've spent many years trying to figure things out on my own. I should have just bought my way to the top. Or you can learn from someone who's not only doing this, but has mastered it and can work with you so that you can master it and you can make money as well. So I want to introduce you guys to a new program that we've launched, and it's called the Social Profit Academy Sales Cyclone. And if you ever saw, like I said at the beginning of this webinar, our Rainmaker program, this is like the little brother to the Rainmaker. It's just the technology side of what we're doing. And we're going to let you guys get it for an amazing price today. You guys are going to be so stoked when you see what we're offering you guys today. You're going to be blown away. So just bear with me. I'm going to show you guys an amazing offer that's good for a limited time that you guys need to take advantage of today. So what you're going to learn in Module 1 is how to build the product sales funnel and what it looks like and all the components to what makes the funnel work. Those 5 components we kind of overviewed at the beginning of the webinar today. Module 2, you're going to learn how to set up your systems, all the little systems that connect together. And again, it's just a system of where you got to go in, create your memberships, get your memberships created, and then pick the right programs inside those memberships for you. We walk you through with video training that shows you how to step by step set up all those systems that make the high-tech system go to work. Module number 3 is we're going to give you 6 examples of sales funnels that you can swipe. So we're going to actually show you the funnels that we're using for our projects that we're working on right now, so you can see yourself how the sales funnel process works. We don't want you blind trying to build the sales funnel without seeing like a master copy to go after. So 6 great examples that you can follow. We're also going to give you in Module 4 how to integrate everything together inside Zapier. Zapier, as Brian loves to say, makes people happier. Zapier is that product, is that great service that takes the data from an opt-in box and then pushes it to all these multitude of websites, so that you push them into Aweber, you push them into GoToWebinar, you push them into your GetResponse website, you can push them into your sales message texting account, you can push them into Call Loop. You can do so many things with the data once you've captured it in ClickFunnels. Zapier is the magic behind the scenes that does all the work. And setting it up is really complicated. It took us a long time to figure out how to do it. And Brian and I cracked that code, and now we've simplified it. So it's really simple. And we show you step by step how to integrate and connect everything right up to the top. Okay. So that's what you're going to get today, is this 4-module course. It is not a membership website. So let me just get that out of the way. You're going to get a PDF. It's going to be like an 8-page PDF where all the instructions are explained step by step inside of a PDF. We didn't want to do a membership site for this one. So everyone who participates today and gets the special offer, you'll be getting a PDF. Okay, you're also going to get access to our Facebook mastermind group. This is where we can all gather together daily, ask questions, post, I needed some help with this. This is where you just go to ask for help and get inspiration, talk to other people who are doing what we're doing, and get your questions answered. Because I know you're going to have a lot of questions about technology. It's going to come up. It's inevitable. So this is a $297 access to get access to me, to get access to Brian, other students who are already in our programs, and follow the success of other people and network with these very successful people. It's a very privileged access to be a part of this closed door, closed community. So the special offer today is you're going to get the Social Profit Academy Sales Cyclone. It's a $997 value. You're going to get the bonus of the Facebook mastermind group. It's a $297 value. The total value today is $1,294, okay? We're not going to just stop with that. We're going to continue to give you some bonuses, and we're going to stack the value for you. So we got some fast action bonuses for you guys who take action right now. So if you guys can take action right now, we're going to give you a free one-on-one live coaching call. So you can get on a strategy call, talk to our team, and figure out ways that we can help you, ways that you can use this to benefit your business. So that strategy call can really help you see the keys of opening up what you're doing right now and how the Sales Cyclone funnel can benefit your business. Because sometimes you don't see it. Sometimes you're not quite sure. So you want to talk to somebody and get some advice and get some ideas, and then you go out there and you build it, right? So that's that one-on-one free strategy call. That's a $500 value. We normally charge $2,000 to do 4 strategy calls with our current customers per month. That's $2,000 value for that. But today, since it's one strategy call, that's a $500 value. We're going to throw that in today for anyone who takes action today. The second fast action bonus is we're going to give you our SPA Facebook interest infographic. Brian, talk about this infographic and how awesome this thing is and how it helps them with their Facebook ads.
Yeah, the first time I ever saw it, I was blown away. I told Jeff, I go, dude, we need to we need to throw that in. Like it breaks down all of the different categories of how to go in and find your ideal target inside of Facebook. It'll show you from interests, occupation. It'll break down, literally it covers everything from A to Z, the subcategories, how to go in and identify your perfect customer. And it just simplifies it. So you're not inside of Facebook trying to click here and click there. This will actually give you that visual representation so you can go in and you'll know what to do to find your perfect audience.
I'm going to give you guys an example and show you what the graphic looks like, just so you guys can see it here. I'm just going to copy the link here. And I'm going to bring it over the screen so you guys can see a copy of it. All right, here it comes. You guys ready for it? This is proprietary stuff I'm going to show you. There it is. There's the awesome infographic. Isn't that awesome? Oh, man. Yeah, that's very valuable. No, I'm just kidding. So there it is. So this breaks down all the interests, all the different categories, the demographics, all the interests in Facebook that you can target. And it shows you all these keywords you can use to run your ads to different industries you want to reach. So we're going to throw this in as a special gift for all you people who get started with us today and become our next Sales Cyclone students. That's a $297 value. And then we're also going to throw in today bonus offer number 3, which is a live Q&A group webinar. So we know that after about a week or so of immersing yourself into the product, you're going to have questions that come up. It's just inevitable, right? So rather than taking those questions to a Facebook group, which might be a little bit complicated to explain, we're going to host, not this Tuesday, but next Tuesday, we're going to host a webinar that's live, that's interactive. We'll show you guys some further progress, some new things we're doing, so we'll keep the value going for you all. And you can ask us all kinds of questions on that call that we can help you with your personal stuff, okay? That's a $297 value, okay? That's special bonus number 3. And we'll do it again the following Tuesday. So we're actually going to give you a second live Q&A group webinar where you can come and continue to get value from Brian and I and get your questions answered for another $297 value. So 2 live Q&A webinars, no sales pitches. They're not going to be bringing other people on those things to sell you guys anything like so many guys are used to seeing. It's just us coaching the students, helping you guys out. So if you take advantage today of our fast action bonuses, those are over $1,391 in total value. So the total offer today is you're going to get the Social Profit Academy Sales Cyclone program valued at $997, the Facebook Mastermind Group, the one-on-one coaching, the targeting interest infographic, the 2 live Q&A group webinars, total value today, you guys, is $2,686. Now I could have inflated the value really high, but this is really conservative value. It's not like off the charts crazy. So what we're going to do today is we're going to show you that when you become a member of the Sales Cyclone, that you can sell the knowledge of what you learn in this program, and you can create funnels where you can charge customers $10,000 to $15,000 plus percentages on the back end. The contract I'm about to sign with someone tomorrow, he's coming in for $12,000, and we're also doing a 20% back end. So anything we do for him, he'll pay us 20% on the back end. And we're expecting about a $34,000 back end. So $12,000 up front, $34,000 in the back end over the course of the next 2 to 3 months. Okay, that's exciting. That's cool. That's money, and that's stuff that you need, which is more money. And this knowledge gives you more money when you apply it, when you use it. Okay, if you don't use it, guess what? You get no money. You just stay in the same situation you're in right now. Nothing changes. You're still broke. Still miserable, still frustrated, still wondering, how am I going to make money online? Well, I just told you how to do it. I even showed you how we're doing it. I even brought a customer on that we did it to, and he was extremely happy we did it to him. You can make customers extremely happy to give you $10,000 checks too. But you got to jump into the program with us today. So the special price that we could offer you guys when we go live, this is internal. We're only doing this to my list. So my personal customers, my personal database, only you guys are seeing this offer, okay? And when we go public, it's going to be $997. That would be a very fair price. But you guys, I think $697 is a better price. Don't you think, Brian, that's a better price?
It's a lot better.
Do you think I could do better? What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely.
How about we go $497? Wow, how's that looking? We just crossed under the high ticket realm down to the low ticket realm. We just made it affordable for every single person that's watching on this webinar at $497. That'd be pretty cool, huh?
Yep.
What do you guys think on the webinar, huh? You guys think $497 good price for what we're offering here today? What if I took and gave you a beta discount? So for the first 100 people that get into the program, we're going to give you a ridiculously low price. So here's how you'll make money with this program. You can sell these funnels for $5,000 to $15,000 each to businesses who will pay you, and yes, they will pay you that amount of money to build these funnels for them. You can use these funnels and integrate the teachings that Brian and I show you in our course to build your own sales funnels to sell your own products. You can do it all yourself. And it's so awesome to have people doing that. So we also have a third option, and it's kind of like what I call a done-for-you package. And if you're interested in having Brian and I and our team do a funnel for you, then I'm going to recommend you jump into the program today for $397. And then we'll talk about, in that strategy call you have with us, we'll talk about maybe ways that we can do a done-for-you package and do it for you and do all your Facebook advertising for you if you want us to. It's certainly something I want to talk about with you guys. You don't have to do it, so don't feel like there's any pressure there at all. No obligations whatsoever. But I know some of you are going to be like, this was great. I don't even have a clue what you just talked about, but I know I need to do it. So some of you are going to want to do that. So today, here's the price. It's $397 for a one-time payment. Are you kidding me, Brian? It's $397? How'd that happen? How did we get
from the Rainmaker course that we put together? Very, very, very robust. A lot of details in there. There's a lot of folks that just wanted to kind of learn some of the back-end automation stuff, and they
didn't need all the extra stuff in there. They just wanted the secret sauce. They didn't need the cookbook. They just wanted the recipe for the secret sauce.
Yep.
So this is giving you the recipe for the secret sauce, but the cookbook stays with us, and only our high-ticket clients that pay $3,000 get the cookbook. But this is for $397, or if that's a steep deal for you, you can do 2 payments of $197 each, okay? So one payment today for $197, 30 days later, another $197. Making this thing incredibly affordable for you to right now go out there, learn our step-by-step process, get the PDF manual that shows you everything you need to do to make this thing work and be successful, and enjoy becoming a member of the Sales Cyclone family. So after you make your purchase, you're going to need to book your one-on-one coaching call. And being that I'm such a great procrastinator, Brian, I forgot to integrate the Schedule Once program into the back of the purchases here. So we'll be communicating with everybody who comes through today, and we'll be sending you a link that you can use to book your one-on-one coaching calls with us, so we can talk to you about helping you integrate this into your own business and give you ideas for it. So we were hoping to automate that, but shoot, dang it, I didn't do it.
Well, we could send it out an email, because everybody goes into the member database for Sales Cyclone. So we can just fire that out. Yeah.
Of course. Don't worry. We'll get it to you guys. We'll get you guys the step to do your booking of your coaching call. Please take advantage of that coaching call. We're not doing that to sell you anything. It's to really work with you on your own plan to help you, and those of you who want to get some help can talk about it then too. But it's just $397 today. I want to take some time for Q&A. So you guys go ahead and ask me some questions in the comments. Brian, I want you to prepare a little something that you want to just kind of share with people to get them motivated. But we'll take a few minutes for Q&A here. You guys go to the link you see on your screen. I'm going to link it up here in the chat box for you all. Put this in the chat. So let me find the chat box. Where did I put the chat box? Do you have a chat box there, Brian, that you can put the link in there? Because I'm not seeing it in my GoToWebinar deal.
Let me see. I've got questions, but under chat I don't see anything.
Well, in chat is where you put stuff. So in that little chat box at the bottom of the box, you can do http://spawwebinar.com/cyclone, because some people are so lazy they won't even go to the link unless they can click on it. So we got to make it so simple for them. Sometimes we got to do that kind of stuff.
Let me try this one here.
Maybe it's floating in some other screen of mine. Sometimes the chat box likes to leave, and I can't find it. And I'm not seeing it on my screen here. I got too many windows open, bro. Anyone like me where you got too many windows open on your computer, you're afraid to close down your browsers?
Yep.
Okay.
I just posted it.
Okay, did it turn into a blue link?
Yeah. Does everybody see it?
You guys want to click on that link that just popped up in there for you. There's Theo. Theo, geez, Theo, get with Zane for goodness sakes. He's been bugging you for 2 months, my friend. We're ready to work on this stuff for you. Theo, come on now. I got to call you out. We're waiting on that call. Okay, so a bunch of people say, I can do this. I can do this for my Lord and family. Absolutely. Hey, Mark Lindsay out in Long Beach, California. I see you out there. Let's see. Beryl is wondering, is $297? No, it's $397. What if I want both? What if I want you to do the one-on-one for me? And buy the product and do so. If you want to just get the training and the tutorials and all the webinar training and all the video training on how to do this and integrate this, it's just $397, you guys. If you want us to build it for you, we're going to have a conversation about that and look at your budget, and we can do it for you as well. But you got to get into the program. Mark is wondering if he can get into it and wait a couple days to make that first payment. Yeah, Mark, we'll hold the offer open for you. It's good for the first 100 people. Once we sell 100 packages, it goes out of beta, and it goes to the full price of $997. We expect that to take about 4 days to hit the 100 sales. So you can certainly wait, but don't wait too long, because then you'll be paying a lot more money. The next question here from Jamie is this included in the Social Profit Academy Rainmaker? So it's like some of what we're teaching today is in the Rainmaker, but there's a lot of stuff in the Rainmaker that you're not going to get because it's not relevant for you. Like you don't need it. Well, you need it, but it's just like I have a $3,000 course that I sell, and then I have a $397 course. And this is what I would call the bare bones of the essentials. But like, how to sell, like that's one of the things we have in the Rainmaker course is how to do your sales call and how to teach people how to do, we script train, we have scripts, we give you scripts on how to do your sales calls. If you're doing outbound appointments and you're doing where people call you and schedule a time with you, you call them back and then you close them on that call. That's something we leave for the high ticket stuff. That's a very valuable skill to have. What?
It's like 6 courses in one.
Yeah, then we have like how to create your own high ticket product inside the Rainmaker course. Then we have another one on why you should be selling a high ticket product inside the Rainmaker course. And we have like 6 other kinds of funnels that we teach about in the Rainmaker course. And so there's a lot of other courses inside the one course, which is why it's such an expensive product. So the Rainmaker course is $3,000. I mean, if you wanted it, we could upsell you on the one-on-one coaching call. If you're really interested in that, we can get that for you guys. Maybe give you a little discount. Who knows? So just get in for the $397. Book that one-on-one coaching call with us. And if you have questions about other opportunities or other offers that we've talked about today, we certainly will talk about it with you. Again, no obligations, no pressure. We really just want to add value on that strategy call with you to see what you're doing and to help you do it the best way that you can if you want to do it yourself. So definitely do that. Hopefully that answered your question there, Jamie. Dale's saying, if I understand you correctly, you may offer a done-for a service as well, but not for $10,000. No, Dale, the actual price is $10,000. If I told you it was less than $10,000, Gary Isaac would call me on the phone at the moment I hang up today and say, can I have the difference in the price? You just sold it for lower. So no, it's $10,000. There's no reduction there at all. Okay, but you can learn how to sell funnels, and you could sell them if you wanted to other people for $5,000 or $3,000. I wouldn't recommend you go below $3,000. But we are getting $12,000, and we have people lined up right now from all kinds of industries to load us up with these $10,000, $12,000 checks, plus give us percentages in the back end. So it's a very lucrative business for those of you who are going to jump into it with us. And I appreciate everyone who's jumping in already. You guys are amazing. Thanks so much, all you guys coming through here already, joining us. There's Theodore. Okay. Theodore says, I'm going to give Zane a call. Thank you so much. All right. Understood. What's the $297 price for? There is no $297 price, Beryl. As you see here on the screen, it says $397 right here. This is I can't see the little icons down here, but this is $397 right here. All right. And then, or you can do a 2 payment of $197. You're going to pay a little bit more, but that's okay if that's how it works for you for your budget. Michael says, purchase complete. Well, you should get an email follow-up with our autoresponder, and you should also land on a thank you page where you can download the product. So if for some reason, Michael, you don't see a download page where you can download the product, just message me back. We want to make sure our links are working correctly. Brian and I put this thing together, and we put it together and tested it. It seemed to work correctly for us. Everything went to the right spot. But, technology, sometimes doesn't work like the way it's supposed to. So let me know. If we have the Rainmaker program, we don't need this one, right? Yeah, Jamie, if you have the Rainmaker program, then you're not going to need this program because you're good to go. You're good to go. Okay, so what time is the second payment? It'll be done 30 days from today. So if you do your first payment today, 30 days from today, the second payment would go out. Gary says, great job. Thanks. Thank you, Gary. Thank you for being a customer. Thank you for letting us share your story. And thank you for all the good you're doing for the farmers in America, because that's the heartland, man. That's the people who need help a lot. to get more money to pay more bills. So we're going to do that together, and we're on an awesome journey together. So we want to bring more people on the journey with us. You guys, we're encouraging you guys to take action right now. Go to the link, spawebinar.com/cyclone. Get yourself signed up in the program. Get yourself in the training. We can't wait to work with you. You should get an automatic email saying you're registered for the GoToWebinar, which is going to take place a week from Tuesday. So what's that? Just a couple days from now, a week from Tuesday. So a following Tuesday, okay? And all right, so Brian, I'm going to throw it over to you and offer some comments, some encouragement, whatever you got in your heart that you want to share with people. This is your chance to let it shine.
Sure. The any encouragement that I could offer, if you feel a little overwhelmed looking at, with all the moving parts and stuff, for one, it makes it a lot easier. The videos that you're going to see is over the shoulder, step by step, how we construct this stuff and put it all together. But my encouragement is to see it through. Learn this stuff and develop these skills, because that's something that no one can ever take away from you. If you ever have an idea, or if somebody comes to you with a good idea, you have what it takes to be able to execute and to make it happen. And I know a lot of times, and I've been guilty of it, going through courses and information where I would go through it a little bit, but I wouldn't finish it. I would kind of, life happens. But yeah, my biggest encouragement would be see it through and do it once, do it twice, do it 3 times. Do it to where you could just go in there and knock out a funnel and get it done in a matter of a couple hours from A to Z, And once you know how to do that, the sky's the limit. You can take that skill with you for any business that you want to execute on and to help other people with their businesses and get paid really, really, really well for it. So that's it. Just see it through.
Yep. So those of you who are asking now, will there be a replay of this webinar? Just check your inboxes, check your emails. We'll let you know if there's going to be some kind of a replay. We do plan on sharing this webinar again. For those of you who missed it, there's many people who obviously couldn't come today. So we'll get people on the next one. So pay attention to your emails. If there is something, we'll broadcast it to you all so you don't miss it, okay? Jamie says, thanks, Jeff. So we get this as part of, so they'll get this. Yeah, so Jamie, if you're part of Rainmaker, you'll get this automatically. You'll get this. But it's already in Rainmaker as it speaks, as we are speaking already. It's already there. It's already in the course. We just took bits and pieces of it and took it out and put it into the Sales Cyclone and gave people a lot of value for a very good price. Okay. All right. So I received a thank you email that says, click this link to download the sales manual, but the link is not there. The space is blank. Brian, the space is blank in the email.
I didn't set up that email.
Oh, for Pete's sake, Brian. I asked you if you had all the emails done. Well, there we go. You caught us red-handed, folks. We forgot to put a link in that email. We'll get that fixed. Yep. No problem. But you should have landed on a thank you page where you could just land on that thank you page and click on the link to download it. So we'll get you taken care of. Thank you, guys. Thank you for letting us know about our little technology hookups. We'll get it hooked up correctly for y'all. And so my final thought to you guys is, so many people struggled making money on the internet. Listen, I've been doing this, you guys, 17 years. And I know my way around the internet. I know my way around what works. I know my way around what simple systems can do for you. If you want to learn a system that you can make thousands and thousands of dollars from, you need to get involved in this course. You need to beg, borrow, and don't steal, but almost feel like you got to steal to get someone to give you some money so you can get this program. Understand there's going to be some expenses behind the curtain, okay? You got to get some programs. You got to have autoresponders. You got to have Zapier, Call Loop. Sales benches. Those programs have extra fees to them. You got to be able to afford those. They're around $20 a month, so it's nothing that you can't afford, in my opinion. So you do have to leave some money aside so you can get the services with these back-end programs. But if you're selling a high-ticket product, it's going to pay for itself in the first sale. Don't worry about it. Okay? Don't worry about it. You're also going to need to have an ad budget with Facebook. You definitely need to have an ad budget. We recommend, a minimum of $200 to $50 to $500 a month. And if you don't have that kind of an ad budget, you got to look at some other opportunities, for where you're going to get ad spend. You might have to put it on a credit card. You might have to leverage your credit card to borrow someone else's money to make you money. And that freaks you out a little bit. That's business, you guys. Sometimes you got to use leverage. You got to leverage the bank's money to help you make money. And there certainly are definitely some risks with that. So you got to make your decisions on how much risk you can afford to take. That's the decision for you. And my friends, that's going to close down the webinar today. We've really enjoyed giving you guys this content, this training today. I hope you can embrace it and apply it to yourself and your business. I want to thank every single one of you for being on my list and my subscribers. It's because of you that we're motivated to do these cool things. It's because of you that we're motivated to create new ideas and get on the cutting edge of what the technology is, where it's going, and get there before anyone else does, and then bring these awesome things to you guys at ridiculously low prices. This is a gift for you. The price we're giving it to you today is an incredible discount. So normally it's $997. You're getting it for $600, $700 off, $600 off. What a great deal. So take advantage of the offer. Go to spawebinar.com/cyclone and get yourselves signed up. Do not wait. Do not say I'll do it tomorrow. Do not say I'll sleep on it. Say, I'm going to go there right now, Jeff, and I'm going to click that button, and I'm going to get myself set up. Because failure to do so means you delay your dreams and goals for another day, and then another month, and then another year, and then another year, and then a decade goes by, and you scratch your head and go, man, 10 years has gone by, and I'm still not making money on the internet. Okay? It's because you're in the wrong program, right? So you're not doing the things you're supposed to do. Let's get you in the right program. Let's get you in front of the right training, the right mentors, and let you start seeing the results you've been seeking after for so many years, but you never got there. We can get you there. You can become an expert, and you can do this. So sign up right now, everybody. We'll see you in the Q&A training webinars coming up or in the Facebook group. Thanks for your time. God bless.